Doctor Who, The Story and the Engine, the 5th episode of Series 15, or Season 2, is written by Inua Ellams and starring Ncuti Gatwa and Verada Sethiu. So the writer Inua Ellams was recommended by Ncuti Gatwa. Initially a different idea had been developed but was rejected by Russell T Davies because it was too similar to another script that was already being developed for the season, after the other writer was ultimately unable to complete their script. Russell suggested to Ellams that he write a story that's set in a barber shop. Ellams had previously written the stage play Barbershop Chronicles, which was also set in the barber shop, and said that despite the play and the episode being independent ideas with original characters, he viewed them as having connective tissue for their underlying concepts. The episode explores themes of identity, displacement, and destiny, so it opens with Omar telling a story while he's getting a haircut about when he was a kid. There was a forest fire, people are running and screaming, and he ran to the river with his cup to get water. People are laughing at him when he was trying to save the day. Then Doctor appeared, putting out the fire, and Omar asked the Doctor if he was a farmer, but he said no, he's just the Doctor.
You're sure that this Doctor will come?
Yes. He always comes when needed.
Sula Rimi plays Omar, who lived in Lagos in Nigeria and ended up missing and was shown on the missing poster where he's inside the barber shop. I think he did a great job. I like his chemistry with Ncuti. Sula Rimi previously played a soldier in Aliens of London and a newsreader in The Magician's Apprentice. Wow, he's been appearing in Doctor Who Modern Era every decade. The Doctor arrives in Nigeria. Despite Belinda wanting to go home, she tells the Doctor to take as long as he needs. So he visited to barber shop and reunited with Omar. Because the Doctor was taking so long, Belinda got out the TARDIS, and there was a mysterious cameo of Sienna Robin Mavanga Phipps, the same actress who played Poppy in Space Babies, which blew the audience minds, which at first it was depicted as an Easter egg, but then it was part of the story arc. I love the idea that the story is set in Barbershop, which turns out to be a ship on a spider.
What the hell is this?
Stephen Adegbola is great as Rashid. He's a customer who tells the story of a great musician. Yo-Yo Ma was travelling through Botswana collecting local music. When he heard a Shama singing, Yo-Yo Ma was like, "Stop, I need to write this down," and then said, "Carry on," but the Shama sang a completely different song. Yo-Yo Ma was like, "No, sing the first one," and the Shama was like, "I cannot." The first time an antelope was in the distance, clouds covered the sun. The second time clouds had gone, antelope disappear, so the song changed, as apparently in the old days music was a live thing, but after Industrial Revolution, people became obsessed with producing identical things to package time, but not in Africa. This is why they say they will come at 1, but won't arrive till 3, so appointment's a bad idea. And it's pretty cool that the whole story shows on TV on the wall. When the Doctor gets his hair cut, he mentions Daleks, Cybermen, Weeping Angels, and Ice Warriors, but thought to tell an ordinary story about Belinda Chandra, where she works in a hospital, walking past Mrs. Flood. During one of Belinda's shift, it was her grandmother's birthday. Belinda was given the job of tending to an old woman who she recognised as having Addison's disease. The doctors at the hospital later took over the woman's care. After recovering, the woman visited the hospital to thank Belinda for saving her life, giving her flowers, which I think that's absolutely moving.
You saved my life. Thank you.
Ncuti Gatwa again is brilliant as the Doctor. So Belinda burst in as she's stuck inside the shop alongside the Doctor, Barbara and the other customers. Belinda recognises the customers as missing people. There's also MCU reference. The Doctor says he watched them with Saga up until Avengers Endgame, which could be the fact that the reviews of MCU projects after Endgame was pretty divisive.
Saga and I
Watched Marvel movies up until Endgame. She didn't like Thor, muscles were too small.
Ariane Bakari plays the barber who serves Anansi and the other gods. He plans to reach the center of Nexus in order to cut off all the gods from the web and thus kill him, which would destabilize human culture, and I think he did a great job. The idea of barber was inspired by folktale Anansi and the biblical figure Samson. Michelle Asante plays Abena, who's the daughter of Asani, the spider god, who's part of the fugitive doctor's past. She gives off great performance. Jo Martin returns as the fugitive doctor, which is so great to see her again.
I was a fugitive back then.
Russell T Davies says that because the episode explores the doctor's ethnicity, it felt like Jo Martin was missing and that he wanted to acknowledge her and show that the character still exists. Abena tells a story about the slaves who broke chains and tried to set other people free. As the Doctor and Belinda got inside the story engine room, the scream that came from what looks like a giant nut was pretty scary. It was so cool that the footages of the past Doctors were playing on TV. The Doctor tells the barber to release the trap's people and tell him to escape with them, as the energy on the heart of the engine was too much. After, when the Doctor shares his life story, the engine is destroyed and Barber's shop has restored to normal. Those who are missing are back. I thought the scene where Olma apologises to the Doctor was really moving. The barber is forgiven, Abena goes to live her life, and the Doctor tells Belinda the story how he met Olma. There's great concepts in this episode. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, feel free to add a story if you have a story to tell. If you want to, of course. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.